afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, wherever you are in the universe. This is Commander Swifty, the ineffectual gamer, and this is Elite Dangerous Beyond passenger missions because I couldn't get the I couldn't get Red Dead Redemption to work, so this is what I'm going to do tonight. And I don't think I've set anything up. Still with a black screen, because I'm an idiot. Right, okay, so let me just set that up. Game capture. I'm going to knock that all the way down to there, because otherwise it's going to cut everything off. And I could actually start with starting up Elite Dangerous. Didn't realise I hadn't actually started it. I've got the launcher open, but I didn't set the game off, but never mind. Let's put it in Discord while I'm waiting. Send. Need to make sure I'm in the right one. Cause some of these things I start posting and I forget that I maybe I've been looking at other things in different areas, like that one. So I have to be sure not to post stuff in the wrong area. I want to be doing that on others. Okay, there we go. I think that's all of them. Okay, is that loading now? So in theory I can put that up in OBS and it should. Oh shit, why is it not showing it? Oh, please don't be a fucking asshole today, please. I might have to restart the stream yet again. Cause catch a specific window. Oh no, there we go. Should show up now. Hey! But it's on top. Where I said it shouldn't be. It should be down at the bottom there like that. Okay. The tip jar should be here somewhere. More or less. Should be somewhere like that. That'll do. Okay. Let's continue. Private group. Now, I haven't played in a few days, so I should be able to make a bit of money in this stream, hopefully. Made a bit of money, make a bit of few arcs. Few arcs is what I meant to say, not a bit of money. Right, let's just get that in the right spot. Okay, there we go. It's a good spot there. Okay, so we need to be heading off to Robigo, because that's where we're going to try and do a little bit of this. But this might take, I don't know the exact amount of jumps to Robigo. 9 jumps. It's actually a bit of a way out. I always assume Robigo's very close for some reason. Auto launch. Let me get everything set up here so I feel like I'm actually piloting.
Landing coupler disengaged. Please exit the station safely and promptly.
I realise a few players in my in my Discord are now playing the Division. Trying to get people to play it for ages. Try and sort that out sometime. Right, so it's a 9 jump. 9 jumps isn't that bad, to be honest. Not that bad. Can't still be mass locked, can I? Took an awfully long time to get unmass locked there. So these are going to be non-scan jumps, so I'm not actually trying to find anything, it's literally get under the sun, get scoopifying, but I think you can do 6 or 7 jumps without even scooping. Oh! Who? Now, dagnammit. I knew there was a reason why I had an extra spot in this DBX. And it's because I forgot to put the fuel scoop back on. Silly boy. Can we do it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we'd get 7 jumps out of this. We won't get 9. Unfortunately. Gonna have to turn back, Captain. But I'm not going to drop into any system with a bloody let's have a quick look. Oh no, we are fuel scooping. Okay. I'm not that much of an idiot. I'm not as much of an idiot as I thought. I'm obviously still an idiot because I realised that fuel scooping, not fuel scooping. So still semi-silly. Semi-silly. Yeah, I know, mate, but we have to, don't we? Right. I don't think nothing really gets damaged in the Diamondback. Never seems to get like super hot. I'm trying a few new songs out at the beginning of the stream tonight, and then it'll flip back into some old stuff. Just I want to see what it sounds like while I'm flying around. Some of it sounds like it should more be in Call of Duty or something, but you know. So I think once I get within 6 jumps, I probably won't even need to scoop fuel. So I'm within 6 jumps now. I think I'll have to scoop one more because I wasn't full there. But I tell you what, I don't like the picture on. Not a big fan of the picture on YouTube, but it is captioned at 60 FPS now, which is nice. And the bitrate's pretty stable as well, mind you. And I'm getting a warning off Restream, but I don't know what that warning's about. I never read the Restream warnings. You probably should. It's what's Restream and stuff. Oh, look at that number 10. Right, we should be able to just literally jump, point away from the start, jump, point away from the start, jump. It shouldn't be an issue now, I don't think. So I'm heading out here to get some modified embedded firmware, I think it is, and I think you can get some other stuff out here which is pretty hard to come by, so I thought it might as well be worth another trip. I haven't been out for a while and I haven't done passenger missions, to be honest. I was thinking of taking a passenger mission back in the bubble the other day for a stream, but why is it showing up as Tom Clancy? Shouldn't be. Sound like the song now, don't I? Oh crap! How do I get back to? I can't do it. My Creator Studio. There it is. I'm gonna drop in. Right, okay. So, flip it over. Right, live streaming, there we go. Live streaming. Elite Dangerous, so it shouldn't be saying anything else, should it? It does say Elite Dangerous in my live stream. And now? It's still saying Tom Clancy. Ah, why do you do this to me, YouTube? Let's go back to that and see. Maybe if I change it again, it might do it. Might have to press save or something. Don't know what the deal is there. Right, gaming, Elite Dangerous, okay. It's taking it off now. Elite Dangerous. Advanced settings. Normally when you go to advanced settings, it does an auto save. Okay. Oh, be it or not, wait. Okay. So as soon as the FSD cools down, we can start to jump to the next one in theory now. And we'll only have like 2 jumps, I think. Yeah, 2 jumps. I have tank of gas. So we should be there. No time. Right. Yay, next up, Robigo. Where's the I always forget the name of the place next door to Robigo. I'll see it when I get there. I'm not in it now, am I? What system am I in? Robigo and Sothis. That's the other one, Sothis. So once I get here, I'm going to switch to my taxi, because I do actually have a taxi ship. Welcome into the stream, by the way. If it's your first time in the stream, do come by and say hello in the chat. That's what it's there for. Okay, let's have a look. So, actually I need to know where my ship is stored. That might help me a little bit. I bet it's not in Robigo, I bet it's in Sothis. Oh no, it's not. It's in Houses Reach, but we can do Robigo Mines. But I'm gonna go to Houses Reach, but I can't remember what I've got stacked here. Some people go from Robigo Mines, some people go from Houses Reach. I think Robigo Mines does some better missions or some more interesting ones, I think. And Houses Reached a little bit off the drop in. But I don't mind. I don't mind. I think the ship I originally brought in, wasn't small enough for Robigo Mines. I have a sneaky fear. I'm going to check my Twitch because I've got a sneaky suspicion on Twitch I've got the wrong game set. Sneaking suspicion. Oh no, I've got the right category set. That's not too bad then. It's not engineers and engineering though. I need to get used to changing Twitched back over. Oh. Because I never update Twitch. And I should. Right, so. What are we, 800 light seconds out or something? So yeah, this music's new. I will put it in the show notes later. I totally forgot to put it in earlier. The new music is being provided by Ben Sound, which is pretty good. I was looking at it the other day. I downloaded a couple of tracks, just kind of started listening through them, and some of them are really atmospheric. They have a kind of a free service and then a one that you pay for. The one that you pay for is pretty expensive though, so at the moment I don't think it's really an option for me to invest, but that has many more options. And to be honest with you, with Elite you can get some pretty darn good kind of space music through YouTube, but as a streamer I don't want to be stepping on anybody's toes, so I try and keep the music to music that's definitely got full clearance, because as it is, my stream usually gets a flag for the opening credits anyway. So I like my opening credits, so I've always thought that the people who do that deserve whatever. If there's an advert run or something, it should really go to them, seeing as I'm not paying them. Okay, so we're dropping in at Houser's Reach. Should I manually land this? It's been a long time in the... I can't remember what my landing gear, but I think it's that one. Let's give it a go. It can't be that difficult in a Diamondback, can it? Give me some practice in case I've got to sneak a pirate in somewhere, actually. What are we on? Landing pad 42. Can't remember where landing pad 42 is. Right, landing gear. Wait! Did I catch myself? Right, there we go. I didn't think I'd caught myself there, but I guess I must have on the way in. Oh, I can't slow down too much because then it automatically kicks in. I'll just let it kick in. Because the cat seems to want to play fight. Give over, you. Where's his feet? Give over. Right, okay.
Touchdown confirmed. Commence system shutdown.
Right, so first thing, let's go into the shipyard, and we'll change into our storage. Now we've got two ships here. We've got the ineffectual Happy Bus, which is for as many people as possible, basically as much as we can fit on it. We normally do it with business passengers, and then we have the ineffectual taxi, which is a specific taxi one. But I am thinking of decking out another ship as well, so let's just see what we're gonna get offered in the passenger lounge. Actually, maybe I should have taken it in the other one. So it's mainly specific people who want taking. There's one for modified embedded firmware there. Okay, so yeah, it looks like we're gonna have to go with the ineffectual taxi here. Here's this ship. And I do like this ship because it actually looks like a taxi, so I got the taxi paint job for it. The thing is, with Elite, paying this money, and let's go to the main menu just so you can look at this in awe. My ineffectual New York taxi looks great. We never get to bloody see the thing unless you're really good at running with the with the photo kit. There are a few people who are good at running the photo kit. Obsidian Ant being one of them. Okay, let's have a look. Passenger lounge. Okay, so that's these are way too far. Okay, we've got serious atmospheric ones here. So these are the ones we're looking. We're looking for biotech conductors, exquisite focus crystals, and modified embedded firmware. That's exactly what we're looking for. So we're gonna fill up our cabins for these. And this is exactly what I'm looking for. At the moment, I've had a lot of problem finding biotech conductors. It has been the worst thing. Oh, that one's 12,000 light years away though. We're not going 12,000 light years. It's not happening. So maybe if I take this one, is Divergence Candidate a class 3? Rarity grade 4. I'll have to check how much I've got of that actually. Okay, let's have a look at the. I forgot I could be a bit more picky. I think was the word you were looking there for. Security film, and that's grade 4 as well. A lot of my grade 4s are packed out, so I don't know. We'll just have to run these people through. I think I need to remember to be a bit picky on the next run, and I could maybe do it in the Type 9 Happy Bus. Maybe able to actually get a serious amount of stuff out of it if I'm running that one. But then sometimes it won't let you take them, so we'll have to see. Feels a bit more. Actually feels like I'm driving a taxi here, surprisingly enough. It's kind of small enough not to bang your head. We can have a look. So, office. So it's 2 jumps, isn't it? Oh, we're going to jump through the asteroid belt here. It's going to be fun. So, 2 jumps, it said, wasn't it? I don't actually know if I've got the D scanner on this. To do when I jump in. Oh yeah, it has. I didn't know if I had it set up actually. There's no fuel scoop set up, I know that much, and you have to be a bit careful with this one because you don't want it to overheat. I don't think it does very well in the heat department. Mind you, that wasn't too bad. I only gained 2%, I think. This music sounds like I'm playing The Sims. Right. Well, there's always a critical message, isn't there? So we can set off for serious atmospherics. I'm just going to pull the stick back a little bit so when we drop in, I'm not going to be like flying over the nav beacon. Okay, so they're all just telling me it's up ahead and to give it a scan. So yeah, I'll have to have a look at that in my Type 9. The only thing is the Type 9, if I get interdicted, I'm done for. I've been working on my, what do you call it? I've been working on my combat rank, and I'm up to expert 40% at the moment. I'm just worried that if I get interdicted, I'm going to get interdicted by people who are better than me. So therefore I'll lose the interdiction and I'll be done and dusted. Like the other night when I was delivering bio waste. Yep, I got splatted for bio waste. Pardon the pun. But it did happen. Oh, it happened. my Discord. So if you are joining in for the first time and you enjoy the stream, just drop a like for me, please. It would be well appreciated. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel or the Discord, they're there. You should do. Discord in particular. If you're not sure how to play the game, or you're just looking for some help or anything like that, Discord's always a good place to start off. Right, okay. So, dropping into serious atmospherics now. Now, I did once, for anybody who's looking at it going, oh, why don't you go to Colonia? Why don't it take about 6 weeks? No, it wouldn't take 6 weeks. You could probably do it in a day these days, I think, in an engineered ship. But unengineered is probably going to take a little bit longer. But I actually once did it for, I took a truckload of passengers who all wanted to go to somewhere in and around Colonia. And along the way they were asking for stop-offs and stuff, and I think I ended up paying half of them off. And they all ejected when I hit a planet too hard. So that was a wasted journey. And what gets me is they requested to visit that planet, or at least one of them requested as a divert when they requested, I think, a diversion or something. And I was pretty let down by that. Because somebody must have programmed that. Let's divert them to the dodgiest planet there is. Oh, we'll send them there. Oh, I hate when you're getting dragged in by the planet, because it's just no good at all. Right, let's hammer it up a bit. We might get there a bit faster. Don't know if it's always serious atmospherics that does this, but there was somewhere I was doing this the other day, and it was taking about 3 hours to get around the planet. Dead. Might just, yeah, it'll do the dropout, the fast dropout. So I like to call. Hey, there's another ship looking like a taxi over there. There's definitely one. I'm gonna scan him to see if I get a decent scan of him. Nope. Okay. Done that hauler maybe. A specifically yellow hauler, that one. Oh, I shouldn't really do it. I should just set the way back, shouldn't I? Rubigo. Hang on, see, I saw this, and why was I in Rubigo? Yeah, I should do some. Because I think it's Sothis Mines, that's why. Sothis Mines, I think that's what I was thinking of. Right, let's do this before we get blown up, but yeah. Let's go back to, and it's Houses Reach, not Rubigo Mines. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
So I might switch to the Type 9 and see if I can't get a few more on board, because if I can get more, it's gonna fill me up a bit faster. I'm gonna be able to fill up a bit faster with some of these things. Now the reason I need these for grade 4, grade 5 materials is, as you can see, if I go in my inventory here, specifically here, I've got grade 4 and 5. You can see that it's not terrible, but it's pretty pathetic. If you look at my grade 1 to 3... Wait. If I went back... Oh, they're actually looking pathetic now. They were actually looking much better, but I've been using some of them for engineering, as you can see with all the little engineering flags there. But they were all pretty much full. So the idea is to come out here and get some grade 5 some grade 5 materials. Now there is other ways I can do that. There's more cheesier ways I can do it, but hey ho. Not today and not in stream. Can't do it. So I thought I'd come out and get some legit ones, and then another day I'm going to cheese it. Biotech conductors, actually, those are something you can't come across easy. So if I actually concentrate on them, and maybe the modified embedded firmware, the grade 5 scans, well, grade 4 scans as well, you have to kind of take them. So, I don't know. Even if you're cheesing, grade 4s cost a lot of money. They're not terrible, but they're slightly expensive. Right, so the music now is just returning to Chris Zabriskie, who I use in many of my streams. I really like him. Actually, there's a lot of YouTube producers now using his music. I've seen it popping up in lots and lots and lots of different streamers' videos, whether it be Elite and other stuff, because his music's quite atmospheric and it's free to use. So I hope it gets him some attention as a music maker, because I'm seeing it pop up in there was actually somebody like, I can't remember who it was, somebody like IGN or something, who used him in one of their videos, and I'm gonna say, I shouldn't say IGN specifically, I was using them as an example, and I hadn't tagged him in it, which I thought was a bit slightly rude from a massive company. By the way, if you've never been over to Twitch to watch my stream, you should. It's a bit high quality, less latency, but I understand some people love the YouTubes, love the YouTube people, and they don't want to switch over. Don't necessarily blame them. It's less cluttered on YouTube, but Twitch seems to have better quality, or seems to run at better quality anyway. So I should switch this Type 9, shouldn't I, and see if I can't get a few more people on board. I like the ineffectual taxi because it plays its role and it looks well, but I might use it one day to go deep into the core. When everything's sorted out with the engineers and everything, I might use it to go deep into the core. Even, you know, I'll stick a fuel scoop on it maybe, take 1 or 2 people to the core, see what it's like. I mean, I've been to the centre a few times, not once. Been to the centre a few times. Really don't want to go there again yet. Maybe someday soon. Maybe someday soon. The Explorer bug's kind of digging in a little bit. But I do have my other account is out in space, so, and I keep meaning to go out there and doing a small stream. At least, 'cause it just seems to be just wasting time and effort out there. Okay, how's reach? I love the sound of the engine boost on this.
Whiskey 4 Mike. We prepared a landing pad for your arrival, Commander. Welcome to our station. Landing permitted. Set down on landing pad 4-3. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Pretty cool station right in this asteroid belt. That actually, I thought that was space for a second. I was like, hang on, what that's this effect? I didn't realise it was a big ass planet there. I'm on 43 this time. 42's next door.
Deployed.
I'll take 43. Right, so I'm going to drop these passengers off, and then I'm actually going to see about switching to the Happy Bus.
Contact. Docking restraints engaged.
I mean, to be honest with you, I don't think that... yeah, I think I'll switch to the Happy Bus. If it takes people, that's the only thing. We'll have to do a... I had 4 people on this mission, so we get biotech conductors. They're grade 5, so that's very good. Modified embedded firmware, that's grade 5 as well. then divergent scan data. The only thing about this is the payoff when you take the scan data or the security firmware patch here. It's only grade 4, and they're expecting me to take a loss of over $1 million. And this is why my personal opinion is you should be able to pay for this data now, this stuff now, the engineering stuff. Maybe knock the price up a lot, just so people don't spam it. But I'd be happy doing a little bit of extra work for the chance to use it. Okay, let's switch over to the Hapless and see what missions we can get. Might get the Dolphin actually sent back to my home system, and if any local stuff comes up, I'll specifically use that one. Because sometimes in my home system, I've only got Down and Back Explorer for doing those types of missions, but they do a load that go to the core as well. That's the problem. Right, passenger line. See what we can pick up. Right, so the missions haven't drastically dropped here, and they're still going to serious atmospheric. So we've got biotech conductors, Fandabidozi. What we do need to look out here is if I can drop any in. Look, some of them are knocking up really crap stuff though. Like they're not offering up anything actually, which is not good. Let's see what we've got in this one. Conductive polymers. Okay. Cabin for that. Hopefully you can go in a small cabin. Yep. No, these are all mechanical components. Can't remember what grade they are. Grade 3, that's terrible. Exquisite focus crystals. They're at grade 5, so... Modified embedded firmware. You get 3, but I can drop him in a small, a small-ish cabin. That wasn't just somewhere to the bloody core, was it? Serious, please be serious. Yay! Okay. Thank God. I honestly thought I'd picked a mission to go to the core. Mechanical component. No, that's rarity grade 3. I'm not taking that. Biotech conductors. We've got another one. Oh. There we go. Exquisite focus crystals. Yep. Okay. Please go in a small one. Damn it, they don't. So this is going to be much better. Conductive polymers. Sure, conductive polymers is grade 4, and then security firmware patch. And it's grade 4 as well. Yeah, might as well take that one. Okay, and what was the other one? That was the conductive polymers. Let's see if we can get him in a small one. We can't. Okay. See, now, what normally happens is when I come out and do these, they start dropping off. So what I'm going to do is I'll take that cabin as well and just take it for the cash. Or I might actually... Oh no, this isn't for the... this isn't for the Empire. Maybe if I can get it for the Empire? If I can get it for the Empire, I can just take high rep. Hey Julie, you are murderers? What do you mean murderers? There's murderers in Robigo? No. So I can take this for rep, because I need Empire rep anyway. So, it's not the end. There's murderers in Robigo? What do you mean? Oh, murdering murderers. Me. You or me? I don't murder. It's not my kettle of fish. Not my kettle of fish at all. What are you up to tonight, Julie? You're murdering murder. I think you're murdering murderers in I can't even get it out. Murdering murderers in Robigo. That's what I think you're doing. Right, I don't know how many jumps it is in this ship. 3. But we have... Oh, me? No. I'm taking a break from the murdering at the moment, because I've been doing it far too much. So I'm doing passenger missions for... mainly for biotech conductors and modified embedded firmware. Biotech conductors in particular, because I've been wasting so much time looking for them. I'm just done. I'm just absolutely done, so... You're having a night off from murdering. What are you up to then? Oh, I've got an illegal passenger. Oh, that's good in a Type 9. Well done, Swifty. Alright, well, you know, these things... I'm going to have to try and get a Type 9 through the mail slot at full speed. I don't know how many illegal passengers I've actually got. Oh, dagnit. I didn't even know you get illegal passengers from Houses Reach. Dagnit. No, I guess not. Are you watching? What are you watching? Are you watching anything in particular? I like. What have I been watching? Jack. That Tom Clancy show. Anyway. Can't remember its name exactly. Jack Ryder? No, Jack Ryder. No, I don't think so, you know. I just took somebody there and back. It was fine. But I am trusted in this station, so I do have a lot of reps. So maybe they just... maybe they're not scanning me every time. Gold Rush. Now that sounds like one or two things, Julia. That sounds like some really bad game show. Or it's all about cowboys in the Wild West, which would be my preference. But, you know, can't all be a winner. Speaking of cowboys, I was trying to stream Red Dead Redemption the other day because I bought it for myself for my birthday for the PC. It was on special offer on one site. Really good. I think I paid 27 for the Ultimate Edition. It cost me 100 quid on the PlayStation. Oh, right. Okay, so it's one of them shows. Oh. Do you like them shows, Julie? Have you seen, what's it called? Ice Road Truckers? Or Deadliest Catch? Or my personal favourite, the Alaskan Frontier. There's one where they actually in Alaska where they go swimming for gold. Can't remember what its name is now though. Can't remember its name now. Probably Swimming for Gold or something. Sounds like something off the Running Man, but... Okay, so let's line up. I don't know why I'm scanning. I'm such an idiot sometimes because it'll show up automatically. I've been here like 50,000 times. It's not like I'm new to the rodeo, is it? But what's the Gold Divers one called? I can't, for the life of me, I can't remember the name of it. Tell you, next time I go to the US in the middle of bloody nowhere where I normally go, I'm going to ask around for any cowboys, see if you can't have a day on the range with them for free. Well, not for free, you'd probably have to work or something. Did it once in Italy. Ended up great picking for the day. Couldn't speak a word of Italian, nor anything else. They didn't speak a word of English. But I think they knew that me and my friend, well, my friend didn't look malnourished, but I think they saw that I did. And so they made us pick grapes for a couple of hours and then fed us. I don't mind doing that as a one-off. Could be nice. Oh, you know the characters' names. Have you seen Alaska: The Last Frontier? You'd love it. And I'm sure you must have seen Deadliest Catch. I didn't do any Latin at school, Julie. I went to counsellor state school. We didn't do Latin. Taught us a bit of Geordie. Aye, shut the fuck up, man. No, no speak yo the Latino. No. Postmortem erectum. That's about as much as I know. Anybody who's watching that means absolutely nothing in Jeez, no. Well, you'd have to speak Latin to find out all. Hang on, has this planet changed? This wasn't an Earth like the last time I flew past it. 100% this wasn't an Earth like last time I flew past it. 7. I love doing this high speed lineup now. Come on, come on. It's like a little game of cat and mouse with the lineup because it sits behind the planet. Oh, why is it not saying? Why is it saying I'm not aligned? I'm aligned. Hey, that was faster than usual. Right, now we might have to get out very quickly. Once we've scanned this tourist beacon, there'll be no scanning dolphins in hell. Oh, we're a factor of 8. 18. Oh, crapola. I hope that's not another ship. I'm hoping that's just the planet. Okay, we might be pulling away. Ah! Damn it.
4, 3, 2, 1.
And everybody thinks you're super intelligent. Interferminium purus cat bacteria. Does that actually make any sense? I'm guessing it's some type of bacteria, maybe in a cat. I hope you're not wishing any ill on my los gatos. No, it's my cat's recently become a bit of a traitor. Gonna be honest. I have to sort that cat out. Crotch. Oh, that's disgusting. Do you find that on a badger? Oh, it's the blight of badger. Badger crotch rot. Hang on, 4 people have liked the stream and I'm only talking to Julie. What's happening here? Not that I'm not knocking at people. You like away. But, and one of them's on Twitch, I think. I don't know that. I don't know. I haven't looked at Twitch for ages. Stop looking after 5. I think there's probably one on Twitch. Badger crotch rot. The poor badgers. Do you know what bacteria I'd like to know about actually? I used to do long walks in the mountain. I'm not going to get too deep into this because it's a bit disgusting. But after 3 or 4 days, oh, you don't smell good. Let's just put it that way. Especially in the high heat of summer. Don't know what type of bacteria that would produce. Probably coronavirus. Corona! That's why I'm drinking this. Keep the coronavirus away. Apparently alcohol kills it. That's what some people are saying. I'm not a doctor.
Frameshift drive charging.
Not a doctor. Hashtag not a doctor. So it's my birthday yesterday. 42 years young. I actually forgot for a few minutes how old I was, and I am actively trying to stop counting now. Don't care. When people ask me how old I am in the future, I'm just going to tell them to fuck off. Because I'm getting to that age now where they'll just go, oh, he's grumpy in his old age, isn't he? Fuck off out my life. By the way, children, this is not, this channel is not for children, so fucking do one before I tell your parents. Apparently YouTube make you say that these days. Don't understand why. There's still some channels on YouTube which seem to get away with a lot of stuff while being acceptable to children. Don't know what that's all about. You got trench foot. Okay, what exactly is trench foot then? I've heard of it. I thought you had to be fighting in the First World War to get trench foot. Ah, well, 8 weeks field trip in the Alps, so I'm guessing it's wet feet. Is it just persistent wet feet? God, I think I nearly had that. Actually, what I do, Julie, the thing is, when I'm teaching kids, I like to teach... No, I like to slip in things that they won't understand. So, like, when I'm talking to them, I'll say things which I know they don't understand. And it's mean, but I enjoy it. It gets me through the day. But I love them all, really. Don't hate any of them. You can't hate children. You can detest them, you can't hate them. Ah, so wet hiking boots, okay, yeah. Oh, okay. I'll be honest with you, whenever I've been walking, I always try to take as good, I try to look after my feet. Even though last time I went on a long walk, they went mental and I couldn't walk anymore. I'm gonna resume my walk this summer. I've decided. My feet feel a lot better now. They were before the injury, and I'm just gonna have to treat myself a little bit better during the walk. But I'm looking forward to that. Better start bloody training for it, 'cause I only walk a little bit these days. I only do short walks. I have to do a couple of 2-dayers, but well, I don't actually like the 2-dayers when I'm working, because it feels like I'm losing my weekend. I suppose I'll change my mind at the top of a hill. Oh, when your feet start to go iffy as well, it's not the best smell in the world. I think we're driving people away with the rotten feet talk. Hey people, you can learn things in this stream. We're not just playing Elite Dangerous, you learn actual things. Right, what you're going to learn now is how to speedball through a fast approaching mail slot in a Type 9 with no shields. That's right. There are 3 things in there. 3 different things. Here we go. You ready? Let's see if we can do this. I haven't speedballed through the mail slot in a long time. So we're doing 160. Well, 160 approaching 140. Hopefully we can get this done. So remember, it's a Type 9, so the cabin goes at the bottom. So we want to be slightly low, but not that low. Not that low. Okay, we're going to just squeeze in, and then we're going to pull back on the throttle. Landing pad 39, so we only overshot by a slight margin. But we're not going to get scanned now, that's a good part. Oh, I forgot I took out the landing thing. We've got 10 minutes to make this right. We've got 10 minutes to not die. Oh no, there we go. Auto docking process. Okay, there we go.
Cleared for landing on docking bay 3, neither. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
There you go. And people say I can't fly. Lots of people. Lots of people actually want me to die when I'm flying. But I have that effect in just in general life as well. A lot of people just want me to die. Right, okay, so we're going to get bioconductors. Whoa, I'm going to have to check how many I've got actually, because that'll make me really happy. That'll motivate me through these passenger missions. We have conductive polymers. Yeah, we'll take them. We have exquisite focus crystals. Damn right, we're going to take them. Modified embedded firmware. Absolutely. Reputation. Line on the left, one cross each. And... oh, we've got more coming in. Biotech conductors. Si, senor. Exquisite focus crystals. This feels good. This feels better than all of those engineering streams when I was capturing nothing. Even the security firmware patch. Bring it on, I'll have it. Conductive polymers. Okay, so let's have a look at how our inventory. I think I could dock it manually. I mean, I got it into. I only overshot a little bit, but I could have docked that one. I just didn't realize I had it set. But yeah, I think I fly alright. I have a good judgment, but then again, I mean, I like racing games and stuff, so I think I have a good judgment of distance and speed and stuff. I mean, the thing is in Elite is when you get it wrong, you get it wrong. There's not, there's no space when you get it wrong. There, literally, there is no space. Are they level 4? It depends if there's a small cabin. Yes, you can take a small cabin for grade 4. Okay. Security firmware patch. I think that's grade 4, isn't it? Yeah. Can you take a small cabin? No. Well, semi-small. Right, let's take this a bit serious and make sure we're going after stuff that we need. See, it's only dropping exquisite focus crystals here, which I think... oh, no, they're grade 5. So, we might take these 3. Let's see what else we've got here. The biotech conductor... oh, 2? Seriously? Crepes on a stick. Doesn't want to... ah, modified... I saw modified embedded firmware there. Yeah, we'll take them. Surface stabilized biotech conductors. Yeah, we'll take them. We have to take biotech conductors when possible. This is only the second one out of 3, so it's a case of going through it and really getting the ones you want. Modified embedded firmware, so obviously that gets one. Oh, we've got a few here. Classified data. Don't know if that grade 3. No, so that's no. Grade 3 is no good for me. I'll go grade 4. Exquisite focus crystals is grade 5, so I'll definitely take them up. Oh, we got a small cabin as well. That is outstanding. Yeah, but there are 3. We had some really good ones. Ah, no. We had some good ones for the exquisite focus crystals here, didn't we? Are these 3 as well? Oh, was it that one then? Sorry, you'll have to give me a second while I work out what I'm trying to actually pick up. No, it was that one. Okay, we can go exquisite focus crystals if we have to. I can always take that last one. I'll take rep again because of course with the Empire though. Exquisite focus crystals. Oh no, we might actually fit. We might actually fit everything.
Incoming mission critical message.
Somebody's complaining because we haven't set off yet, but that's not abnormal. If they are, if that is what they're. Locate goods. No, you're alright, Alan. I don't even reply to them these days because they if you reply to them, it seems like Oh, Zenazula passed a message. I don't see it on my. Hey Zenazulu, how you doing? It's not showing up in my restream chat yet, but welcome in. Zenazulu likes to come in and watch me grinding the grind. Zenazulu is a bit of that. And all credit to him, to be fair. Very good viewer of this stream, held in high regard. And I'm not being facetious, I've just had a couple of drinks. I'm trying to be nice. But yes, if he messages now, I'm gonna have to be able to see it. Right, I tell you what, I'll forego the Twitchers. You know those people? No, actually, I can forego Twitch because it comes through automatically as a restreamed message, so that's all right. Right, live chat, not okay. Hang on, that's the auto dock. Can't even. I can get through at full speed, and the auto dock can't. How good should that make me feel? Makes me feel very good. Makes me feel very good. Autodoc can't even do what I can do. Oh, crapola, where's HD 170? I've took a mission I shouldn't have. I didn't realise that. It's only 1,400 light years. I'll just have to knock it off. Luckily, I'm so well known in these parts, they shouldn't give me too much shit for it, to be honest. They'll probably be semi-nice about it. Spinneroni. But the biotech conductors and the weight shift exceptions are the one I'm looking for. But I could... Seoth and Sothis, I'm going to have to get a ship that suits them. But I'm going to have to go back to the bubble for that one and get it shipped out, which is not good. Not good at all. I don't want to get stuff shipped out here again. I don't want to have to go through that, but I'm going to have to, I think, because I think it's the Seoth Sothis that give the good missions for that, for the frame shift wake exceptions. I think. Alright, do you get anything decent from that? I mean, I could switch my passenger missions out. The only thing is, the other night I was doing bio-waste hauling, and I was getting crap from NPCs. I was getting blown up quite a lot by NPCs. I had to stop hauling stuff because I was getting destroyed more than I could. And Kathina said it was something to do with my rank. Apparently, if you rank up in combat, they rank up in ability to kind of pull you out of the... I couldn't seem to escape any interdiction, which I've never had a problem avoiding interdictions. Yeah, alright, Fractal, how's it going? Have you got 2 accounts on Discord? It's called Fractal Wraith and Wraith. I'm sure of it. Fractal Wraith and Wraith Epidemic. No, I can't remember. Epidemia. I can't remember. He's trying for college people. Can't remember what it was now. Yeah, I think with Rubigo, I eventually got this Type 9 shipped out because of the fact that I realised I could pick up a few more passenger missions. Doing that, but I'm going to be honest, I love flying through the mailbox at high speed because you have to really kind of concentrate for a second. But as I've said, the mail slot is unforgivable in that sense because if you just get it a meter wrong, That's why the auto dock never works, to be honest. If you get it a meter wrong, you end up all over the place. I've got these kids songs in my head from the other day. I was teaching a class and did a load of like kids music in it. I've got this ice cream song stuck in my head and it will not leave. These are the hell points of being a teacher, people. Is that instead of singing really cool songs in your head, you're singing songs about apples, bananas and ice cream in your own spare time when you're not being paid. Hang on, that made no. Hang on, he said, no, just one. One discard. Okay. Right. No, only one discard. Okay. Right. Okay. This is where I'm getting Am I getting the wrong? I'm not getting the wrong person, but I get mixed up with it. Fractal, you are Wraith, right? You're Wraith, no? Yeah, because you're in game. Wraith Star Smasher, right? So, in Discord, I have two Wraiths at the moment, both playing Elite Dangerous. There's Wraith Star Smasher with your personal name, and then just another Wraith. Is that just the name? We might have to have a fight to the death. Not me and you, between the two Wraiths. This is where I get concerned. This is where alcoholism meets reality, and you're not sure whether half the alcoholism is causing you to lose your mind. And you don't know what you're talking about, who you're talking to, what you're going on about, or where you are. That's what I wonder. You're the Wraith with a personal... Oh, okay, right, so there's somebody else in there. There's somebody else in there. Are they pretending to be you? They could be in stream. They could be watching. So who's Wraith? Wraith. Who is Wraith? I'm sorry, people. I'm going to be honest with you. Away from Star Wars, I'm really not a big space fan. Although I've recently started watching The Expanse and what's the other game I've been watching? The Expanse and Battlestar Galactica. But in truth be told, yes, dog, come on. Truth be told, I couldn't say the names of anybody in those shows. I honestly couldn't.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Well, because I think I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I think Wraith comes from, isn't it an army term? Wraith, like a ghost or something. Isn't that what it means? I'm sure like in one of the more recent Ghost Recons, it was kind of mentioned as part of it. And I think one of the real American SEAL teams or something like that use that ghost face now, but I might be wrong, but I think it is connected to that. Ah, okay, so people are saying StarCraft, Stargate, and a malicious spirit. Yeah, Ghost. No? I think I saw it, because the other person in Discord who has Wraith, has the ghost face. And that comes from the Special Forces, who use that as a scare tactic against, well, people they don't like, I suppose. But it wouldn't surprise me if it was connected to other stuff as well. Like StarCraft, Stargate, Star Trek. You know? So You should message him and say, "Who the f are you?" No, but I think I've maybe mixed the two up at times. I'm gonna be honest. Not realizing one was one and one was the other. Do you get what I mean? Swifty just means fast and good at escaping things. You could say shifty as well, but that has negative connotations, so I picked Swifty. Well, at least you found that ring class 1 Jovian. Jovian means Spanish. That's it means young. Well, no, not Jovian, but Joba means young. So I'm guessing it means a young ringed planet or something. But actually, Julie might be the best person to ask for that. She knows. She knows. Oh, and jovial, yeah, jovial. Jovial would mean happy. Do you think it means like happy childlike because of the connection with other words? I'm not a master of language, but I try and look at the reasons like that as to why something might be. I think we use the word jovial because of children. No, we don't, Swifty. You fucking pulling at straws in the middle of the night while you're drunk. You might be correct there, sir. Right, where's this house's reach? Let's go. Oh, someone's in system. Who's that? Don't be interdicting me, whoever you are. Who is that? Oh no, it's a system authority vessel. I thought it was a friendly. Well, I'm guessing they considered friendly. Children uncle, but yeah. Well, Catalan, where I live, in Catalonia, is connected to the Latin language, or one of the Romanic languages, or Romantic languages. So a lot of words are. Some are really connected to English. It's crazy, actually. Maybe more so even than Spanish sometimes. There's words in Catalan. There was some. I was in a class today, and a student didn't get one word I was trying to explain to him, and then I said to him, "It's the same in Catalan." He's going, "No, it's not. No, it's not." And then I said the word in Catalan, what I thought might be the word, not the actual word in Catalan. And I was a letter out. Like, I was a letter out. I think I made it masculine instead of feminine or something. We have some really, I mean, I talk about language, we have some really weird rules in English for the grammar. My brain just doesn't remember it well. I have to write a lot of it down and come back to it before classes because it drives me up the wall. Because we have some weird I'm being serious. I always thought other countries had weird grammar rules, but I think that's just because they're another language and you're having to get used to something that's not normal. But in English we have some seriously weird grammar rules. And then we always have exceptions to the grammar rules, which are the nice ones where you have to explain that. Well, fucking we threw that out the window because we couldn't be asked, basically. But English is very much tonal. I was explaining that to somebody the other. It might have actually been today when I was talking about that. When I was saying like, you can actually understand a lot from English people by tone, because I often speak in Catalan with English tone, and people sometimes say when I'm speaking Catalan but I use tone like English tones, they always say, "Oh no, I understand you really well and you speak very good Catalan," but I know I don't speak it well because I listen to it every day and I know the mistakes I make, or I know that I don't put certain things in there. Right, do you think we can get through the mail slot again unscathed? Because I'm only at 91. I'm at 91% now. It's risky. Pequeña. Oh, sorry, Julie, I didn't see that. So pequeña, spelt a little bit differently, but yeah, pequeña, pequeño, peque, peque. You can use like all of these things to describe a child, and then you go into the old language, which would be like nina, niño, nena, neno, nenao, nenu. A lot of different words you can use. I quite like peque because I think it always sounds really soft. Oh, I'm gonna slow down for this dude, but he's gonna blow my bloody cover. I've got to go in at full speed here, and this guy's.
Allow for increased traffic flow in this sector, Commander.
I'm gonna go through as fast as possible because I don't want to get scanned. I don't know where 24 is. It's above me, isn't it? So yeah. So pequeño, peque, pique, nenu, nano.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-4. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Basque is fractal. Basque is fractal wraith. Basque is completely untrackable. There's nothing I heard in Basque that was grabbable in any way, shape or form. I've only heard it once for an evening, and I was sat there listening because I was going, there's a link somewhere. There wasn't. I'm going to be honest with you, when you hear somebody speaking fluent Basque, it sounds like they could be Eastern European. But some Eastern Europeans, they actually understand Spanish really well because there's connections. I can't remember if it's Slovakia or somewhere where they understand Spanish very easily. For example, in Basque, the word for yes is bai. So it's B-A-I, but like they say it like we would say goodbye. Christ, I can't remember the bit of Basque I learnt for when I was there. I learnt like one or two things just to say thank you and goodbye and stuff like that. I'll have a quick look. It'll probably it'll come back to me as soon as I see it. Basque phrases. See what phrases I would use. Oh no, there isn't a list of phrases. Why is there not a list of phrases in Basque? Kaixo means hello. Yeah, I remember that. Aratzaldeon, actually, I think it means good afternoon. Gabon, good night. Agur, goodbye. Zoteon is actually, it's similar in Spanish, sorte. Sort. Let me see some ones I really don't like. Some of the things there's stuff like there's some mental ones. Esquirek, asko, which means thank you, but I pronounce it differently. Esquirek asko. Bayote means really. I remember that. Topa means cheers. I mean, none of these have any. When you look at it, there's just no connection at all. No connection. By, yes. Es, no. It's like, it's so strange. The belief is that they, when European countries were trading and doing various bits and bobs and sharing language, the Basque were locked up in the mountains and weren't wanting to speak to anybody or trade with anybody. And that's why it managed to stay so strong for so long. But I mean it's the strangest language in the world because they really don't know what the history is behind it. But yeah, I mean I think it sounds either Slavic or Eastern European. When you hear it spoken, it really, really does. I mean, if you were to hear it, you know, you're on the streets of London or something, you heard somebody speaking, you'd swear that they were from Eastern Europe. You'd swear by it. That's grade 4. I'm looking for grade 5s at the moment, but things always dry up here. Oh, I have to drop that mission off because there's no way I'm going out there for... What was it for? Exquisite... It was 5 exquisite focus crystals. That would have been nice as well. But,
Mission critical message.
yeah, you've pissed off so-and-so, so-and-so. That's what it always says, doesn't it? I have to be a bit more careful here. Right, let's get it right down to the bottom. So, modified embedded firmware. Okay, we can take that. That's serious atmospheric, so... That's a good one because we get 5. So let's have a look. Security firmware patch, thermic alloys. I can't remember what thermic alloys is now. It's grade 4, I think. Anticipated alloys. Oh, that's only grade 3. No way. Come on. No, modular terminals not. Modified embedded firmware 3. Oh, 4. Ah, no, these are like 26,000 light years. It's what I don't want to get caught up in. But this is what happens when you come here. These all die up. I might have to move over to... Oh, modified embedded firmware. I might have to move over to Seoth and Sothis in order to get decent stuff. Modified embedded firmware. We can do that one as well. I think... I'm not going too fast that I'm exquisite focus crystals. We have 2. Oh, we might have a small cabin here. But I will check people. I'm just classified scan data. No, that's level. I'm not taking grade 3. You're on your own if you think I'm taking 3. Divergent scan data. That's grade 4. I'll take that one. We can put them in a small cabin as well. Right, let's go back to that one. Refined focus crystals. That is a grade 4. Only 2 people for that one, as if I'm wasting a massive thing for that. There's one here, another one for refined focus crystals. I mean, to be honest, I don't mind putting people in and getting the refined focus crystals. Really not. Oh, precipitated alloys. Can't remember if that's for... No, that's grade 3, so I made the right choice. I don't mind putting people in, but I don't like that the missions start drying up. But, well, it is what it is. It is what it is. And, you have to put up with what you can get, so I'm not going to moan too much. So, by the way, people, if you just dropped into the stream, come by and say hello in the chat. That's what it's there for. There's plenty of people watching. Oh, there's a few people watching now. Don't know exactly how many. But, especially if it's your first time. It's not your first time and you're just lurching. Why haven't you come and said hello anyway? You lurching mother lovers. Right, let's see. Wait. Oh, that's why, because there's a crate trying to overtake us. No, the crate, listen. In my ED world, the crate has no passage. Get away. I'm trying to fight a Type 6 out the door as well. Come on. Let's do this. Leroy Jenkins. Right. I've had a few and I'm still a better pilot. I shouldn't say that because I'll be getting blown up on my next roundabout. Listen, when we come back, we'll go through the mail slot full speed. I promise. Okay, children? I promise it. We'll go through it full speed.
Frameshift drive charging.
What were we talking about? Oh, we're talking about the Basque Country. The Basque Country is very similar to England. Very similar to England. really cold, really wet, and in summer it's hot. Loads of bracken, loads and loads of bracken there. That's what I remember of it. So my biggest memory of the Basque Country walking through the mountains was bracken and horseflies trying to suck the life out of me. Can they, Julie, if you're still watching, can horseflies pass disease? Like Lyme disease or something? Anything like that? Horseflies. Look at how horrible, I hate them. Hate them. I can still feel them biting me. I wondered why I couldn't hear any music tonight. I've somehow knocked the music down by accident, so I'll knock it back up a bit, just so you can have a bit of music going on in the background while I'm doing it. I've got top chat on and not live chat, that's why. Divvy. Right, so I won't let you down, children. As soon as I've been to Serious Atmospherics, I'll be flying through that mail slot. Oh really? Alright, I'll have to take some antibiotics next time, I think, then. Oh, I hate them. I hate them. Like, they really went after me as well, and they are horrible. When they bite you, it's something... I've never been able to explain the bite to another person, because it's not painful like a bee or something. But that moment they bite you and start sucking, you know that they're... yeah, oh, it's horrible, I hate it. It's a horrible fit, like a really horrible feeling. I don't know how to explain it to anybody who've never been bitten by one. One of the worst, one of the worst things that's ever happened was when I was walking, they were eating me, because you could feel every single, and they don't give up. Like, you can hit them, and if you don't splat them, they just keep sucking. It's horrible. Napalm. Didn't have any napalm on me. I'll try and take some next time. Try and take some next time. Actually, there was something I was looking at. A hunter was talking about it on a podcast not so long ago about something to keep mosquitoes away. To be honest with you, in the Basque Country, I didn't have a problem with mosquitoes because it's too cold. And I'm guessing in the High Pyrenees, probably not going to have a huge problem with mozzies. I'm saying that so soon because I don't actually know. I don't think I've ever been bitten in the High Pyrenees. I might be wrong. I might be wrong, but I don't think I've ever been bitten when I've been in the High Pyrenees. I'll have to look at that language you're talking about. Because it says it reached over to the Basque, but I just can't imagine. I can't imagine it because it came over from like Germany and Armenia. Well, maybe Armenia. But I'll have to look at. No, because then it says it's connected to the Frankish language, which then we'd have connections, no? There was a guy in the Matrix called that, wasn't there? I'm just going off on a tangent now. But wasn't there a guy in the Matrix called the Mandalorian or whatever? Actually, no, you're right. They do. Well, where I was it wasn't High Pyrenees. It was Low Pyrenees, actually. It was on the way up to the High Pyrenees, and they were hanging out like at the grazing spots of sheep and horses and stuff. That's mainly where it was. I have to come in thick and faster serious atmospherics here. But I don't mind going in fast, because as long as we don't slow down, it should drop us in right. They're making more Matrix. I love the Matrix. I didn't even realise that the first one was
Mission objective.
cripes on a stick. The first one was connected to I can't get the word. Can't find the word right now.
Frameshift drive charging.
Philosophy. Didn't realise the first. When I was watching the first one, didn't realise it was connected to philosophy. And when I say I didn't realise, I meant that there was certain philosophical ideas that I'd had personally without actually knowing they were philosophical ideas. Being that of Descartes and Plato's allegory of the cave. And then I watched The Matrix, and I was like, wow, this is kind of a thought I've always had. And then obviously read more into it and found out that it was connected. Should be charging out faster than this. Don't drop out, people. We've lost one viewer. Don't drop out. I'm gonna fly through the mail slot in an unshielded Type 9. You should be happy about that. But if there's somebody else doing Fortnite and you love it, then I can't really get you out of it. So yeah, The Matrix introduced me to philosophy and ideas that I'd kind of already had as a child,
Frameshift drive charging.
which is quite interesting to find. Oh, why are these not actually physically... Well, some of them physically delete, the other ones don't. Maybe they delete when you jump system. And now as an adult, I quite like philosophy, but I think that's the thing, isn't it? As you get closer to the grave... as you get close to the grave, you want to learn more. Because you're like, I'll be dead soon. Nah. Well, I've knocked off the bloody Rubigo, haven't they? Oh, don't hate me, it's true. You know it's because you're going to die soon. What you do? You should really be interested in those things the younger you are, because you got more time to learn. But we don't. I remember watching it, and not even for the special effects. I just thought it was the best movie I'd seen in a long time, because, like I said, I didn't know what philosophy was, and I'd had these ideas in my own head. I didn't necessarily believe about being locked in a computer. I think my thoughts are maybe more along along the Plato's allegory of the cave idea. I was always like, what if what we're seeing isn't what it is, and also if other people were viewing what we were doing, which actually gets touched on in I don't know if you've seen the movie Vanilla Sky. That kind of touches on that as well. I love the darkness of the Matrix. I love how, like, I don't know, there was just something about how it was filmed, and it was kind of very, I don't mean dark as in subject matter, I mean the movie itself was very dark. I'm guessing that's too for the colour conflict that they wanted. But they went ridiculously like into philosophy and stuff. But I like the fact that they were able to mix it with a kind of sci-fi movie that people would enjoy as well, because I think that's important. Being a teacher myself, I think that it's really important to make information palatable, because not everybody wants to go into the ins and outs of something. You have to create things that are palatable for each and every person. And you know, when I'm teaching certain things, I use very specific methods sometimes, because I'm like, especially grammar. Grammar's a big one. Everybody fears grammar. Even English people fear grammar. And when in reality, if you just teach it in a really simple way, people never forget it. Yeah, it was like, you know, the idea of... And the idea that Neo is God and everybody secretly believes that they might be the one person that lives forever, which doesn't mean that you're God, but essentially it does. I like that idea. Until we're brown bread, but then we won't know about it, so it doesn't matter, does it? I'm gonna live forever! That's what I always say. It's like when you're really young, you fear death, and then as you get older, you're like, ah, fuck it. Bit extra day off work, or what? I'd rather have a day off work than go in. Hey, Malcolm. What you killing tonight, son? Let me guess. Malcolm is killing Thargoids and collecting hearts. That's what I think Malcolm's doing. Right, you ready, people? As promised, as advertised, full speed through the mail slot. Okay? In a Type 9, shieldless. And I better fill my fuel up next time as well. At least if I go down in flames, there won't be much fuel going about the place, because I'm half empty. Like that plane above Madrid yesterday, just doing circles. I'm coming back around again. It's going to be an angle actually when we come in, so it's going to be a bit more difficult, but I'm going to... okay, that'll get us there faster. I love the fact that Super Cruise Assist will drop you in at fast speed. It's nice for speeding up entry, which is, by the way, what she said.
Lincoln India Golf Bravo. Greetings, Commander. Please approach the station at a safe speed and be mindful of other pilots in the area.
Right, we're a little bit low. Try and get a bit higher. I'm gonna fuck this up. I can feel it. I think I can get lined up. I just think I'm gonna over slot it, if that's a word. Oh, I don't know. I'm lining up now. Right, we might just have this. I love how I have to bend my head, but it helps. Me in particular. Why is there always like a hauler or something just trying to slow me down? Because I'm gonna get done if I hit him. Whoa! Well, okay, so I took damage. But whoa, 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 senor. Right, let's line this thing up properly. Right. What are we on? Landing pad? Whee! I told you I'd mess it up.
Deploy landing gear. Blocking landing pads is in breach of flight regulations, Commander. Move away now.
Oh, let's go. Get lost. I nearly did. That's you. I didn't even read your message. You're a horrible person sometimes. I've just done 2 landings with no problems whatsoever, and then you come in and... Well, I didn't. I've only got 11 grand worth of damage. The joke's on you. Right, let's have a look. Ship integrity. And I only lost 2% paint work, so there you go. Didn't even scrape it, my son. That's what I was saying earlier. I was saying that most of the people who come in just want to see me fail. Right. Oh! Crap, I haven't got space for refined focus crystals. Alright. Right, reputation it is then. If I can't take refined focus crystals, what the hell can I take? Ah, for God's sake. I wish it had told me that before. Modified embedded firmware, there you go. Oh, more. Yep, that'll do. Exquisite focus crystals. And divergent scan data, which is only grade 4, but it's, I mean, it's not to be sniffed at. Right, so I've got, what have I filled up on grade 4? Are you kidding me? Oh, this is really hard to actually, I can't remember if it's not a material, so let's knock the materials off. The elements, sorry. Go manufactured. No, we need grade 4 lighted, so it's supposed to be off. I know the fact that Ellis guy's probably been sitting watching the stream for half an hour just so he can go, you're gonna fuck this up. Right, refine, oh no, so refined focus crystals. So what's the grade 5 element? It's exquisite focus crystals. Okay. It's a shame there's not a trader here. I don't think there's a trader. No. Is there in Theothosothis? I don't think there is there? And I just have a feeling everything's gonna start drying up now. So, oh, we've got modified embedded firmware. That's not the end of the world. But I think everything's like all these, because I think it happens quite often where it's just like, okay, you've had enough stuff now, so we're gonna start drying you up. Exquisite focus crystals is grade 5, isn't it? Yeah. Okay. Let's see. Conductive polymers, grade 4, but I'll take it. Okay. Precipitated alloys are grade 3, so I don't want that. Biotech conductors. Fucking yes, sir. Yes, sir. You wouldn't think I'd get. Oh no, another 2 biotech conductors as well. Right, biotech conductors. So I think I got another 2 there, isn't it? Yep. Okay, biotech conductors. Yeah, I'll take them. I'll put my feet where I want, cat. Cat's giving me evils because I wanted to put my feet up. Right. Oh, exquisite focal crystals 5. Okay, I'm gonna take them. Even though I kind of came here for biotech conductors, but do you know what? Grade 5 materials. I'm gonna take whatever I can get. I don't care. I'm not even reading Alice guy yet. So, oh, I've got something there. And I'm gonna try and go with a 1 more where I get some rep. I should have gone with on that one, but I'll go with it on that one. So, oh. So that one I'll get some rep for that. So, at the end of the day, the rep isn't the most important part, but we haven't got a mission. No, we can do this when we get home anyway. Okay, auto launch. So, you're gonna fuck this up. Yeah, of course I am. Oh look, people dropped out after I did that, wasn't it? I've been putting on my good. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, so what are you gonna feast on? Because you were saying the other day that you didn't want to do anything bad, but I'm gonna be honest, just go crazy. As long as you're only treating yourself and it's a 1 day or a 2 day thing, go crazy, mate. Just, you know. Hang on. Oh. Orcs? Is there orcs? There's orcs, Malcolm. What do you mean orcs? And you got jumped by 2 players, so you're in open. Scummy, aren't they? See, that's the type of thing that scumbags do. Seriously, people say it's part of the game and all that. They're a load of shite. You know why pirates wouldn't do that if it was a reality? Because they wouldn't want to get blasted out the sky by the Thagos while they're doing it. Right? So, this idea of that, well, the pirates are doing it. It's dog shit. It's just people trying to make excuses. Jump through and that's the right belt. Dun, da, dum, dum. Have you farted, cat? Because it wasn't me. Sweetie buttocks, look at your face. Yeah, you get comfy, you get comfy. Yeah, you get comfy. Of course your daddy loves you, you daft bastard. There you go, daddy loves you. Oh, you got it caught, my bloody thing now. You're gonna make me cross my spaceship. There you go.
Frameshift drive charging.
My cat's turned into a soft shite and I don't know why. Don't know if she's ill or something. Like, up until about a week ago, she would never let anybody touch her stomach at all. She'd rip your hands to shreds. It'd be like that opening scene in American Werewolf in London. Just now, love it, don't you? Love lying down having your tummy rubbed. But it's alright. Pops clogs, I'll get a dog. Get a dog. Get a puppy. Get a puppy. We're evil at all. I'm only kidding, she loves me, I love her. Yeah, well, I'm gonna be honest with you, Alaska, that's not my fault, that's the cat's fault. So, when it comes to dry food, she'll only eat the best of the best, so I have to get this high protein stuff that makes her shit stink. And when I say stink, I mean stink. If you imagine like somebody who's on protein going to the toilet and how bad it is, cats is 10 times worse. And then, but at night when she gets the wet food, she likes the cheapest crap available. She won't eat the expensive stuff, she leaves it. So, but you know what? I'm a bit like that. I like expensive stuff sometimes, but sometimes you just gotta go cheap. Cheap, crappy stuff. Tastes good sometimes. I'm not knocking her. She makes the same life choices as I. Has Malcolm dropped out? I was talking to Malcolm and I was listening to orcs. Malcolm, orcs. Did anybody notice the mistake in the splash screen today that I didn't change? Still the same thing, people. When we come back, shieldless. We're not slowing down. We haven't got time to do any slowing down shenanigans. Is that even a word these days? Shenanigan. Okay, we're not doing any slowing down shenanigan stuff. We're gonna go straight in. The SAS will be in and out of it before it knows. Yeah, it's really weird. Won't touch anything else. I do buy that, you know that liquid malt stuff? They love it. I sometimes mix that in with a bit of food and stuff. That gets them going, like if they won't touch the... Is the black one still here? Where is he? Oh, I'm down a cat. Well, I have no idea where he is. He fell down the side of the bloody PC the other night, nearly wrecked it. So yeah. Sometimes I mix in a little bit of that malt stuff. They love that. So yeah, I missed something off the splash screen tonight. Nobody's probably noticed it, so it doesn't matter. It wasn't my intention to. I was gonna stream Elite, and then I wasn't gonna stream Elite, and then I decided. Decided to stream Elite. No, Dreamies, but yes, I have got the cat version of Dreamies. They've got a different name here. They're called Catisfaction. But yeah, I think they're Dreamies as well. No, these are these weird. They're German. These weird kind of liquid sticks. I swear the cats go mental for them. Here he comes. Eladgar would love this one. In fact, I'm going to send you a photograph of my cat, Eladgar. If he wasn't already named, I'd name him after you. You. He's already got a name though. I'm gonna. Oh, he's looked away. He's a twat. Do you know? He takes after you as well. He actually does. He's actually, now he knows I'm trying to take a photograph, he's just turned his back to me and walked off. That sounds a bit like you, Rob. Oh, did I miss it?
Mission critical message.
No, I didn't miss it. I dropped in on it. Where's it? There we go. Gil. I'll just have to send the picture as is. You'll love him. You like cats.
Mission objective complete.
But he has a lot of your qualities. So I'm always shouting at him.
Frameshift drive charging.
But he just literally, when he knew I wanted to take a photograph of him, he's sat with his, he's now turned around, sat with his back to me and won't turn around.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Right, let's go back to the chat. Where was I? I was in YouTube, wasn't I? Tenderloin. Yeah. Depends how much antibiotics they're on. No, I've picked up some big tenderloins, like. I love their pig around here where I live. Absolutely love it.
Frameshift drive charging.
It's a #1 state. I'll bring one of them over next time I come, Rob. Well, not tenderloin. I mean, I'll bring some stuff from over here. If you like your pork, you'll love it. Although they haven't got pork pies here. I'll never understand that.
3, 2.
I'm not comparing you to his dark complexion. He's got a big puffed up face and... I was going to say he looks cute and happy, but you know what? I don't care. Nah, he's got your temperament.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, okay, so all these location visits I can knock off now. Oh, and somebody wanted me to locate goods, but I said no. Oh yeah, they wanted daft stuff, like, didn't work. Well, he's much more handsome than the other one, to be honest, but I don't like to tell him he's handsome, it goes to his head. So I spend most of my life telling him he's a twat. He's still looking in the other direction. He's such a dick. I hate him, really. He's always looking for stuff to fuck up. I was only kidding, you know, it's all jokes. I was picking qualities of the cat that I knew that would kind of half piss you off, so that's how I work. Malcolm still hasn't told me why he's killing orcs. Righty-ho, we're in Robbie-go. We're going to Houses Reach. Gonna line this up, and then we're gonna drop in on this station like it ain't no thing. Marshal Westing has come online. God knows where he is right now. Bumble's fucked nowhere. Oh, he's not turned around. He's still got his back to me. Send us a picture, Rob. Show us a picture of your new self. I'm just gonna quickly see if I actually have a beer. I don't know if I have one now. Have I gone offline? Have I pulled something? Have I pulled something out? Always happens when I go away. Okay, a bit more Glenfiddich, but that's just a topperoonie. I haven't got much left in the bottle. Christ, when did I buy that? I hope I didn't buy that Friday or something. Trying to cut down on my drinking. I'm genuinely trying to cut down. Where did I put that? I've only got a quarter of a can from the other day. Oh, that's not drinkable. That's not drinkable. That's why they put fizz in beer. It tastes like crap otherwise. But I do have a little bit of Glenfiddich, and I'm allowed a little bit more. Although tomorrow I've got two classes shoved into one. We're gonna watch a movie. No way I'm teaching in that class. Absolutely no way. I had a class with 17 3-year-olds the other day. Oh my god, I've never prayed so much in my life. I'm not even religious. Like sat there going, please don't ask to go to the toilet, please don't ask to go to the toilet, please don't ask to go to the toilet. Luckily none of them did, which was a fucking godsend, because I was trying to work out ways saying, don't poop, you don't want to poop, you don't want to poop, no, you want to save it for a few minutes, just till your mum comes picks you up, go crazy. Then when your mum comes to collect, you can go fucking crazy. Shit up the walls for all I care. Oh, it was horrible. Tomorrow it's not so bad. Tomorrow I think it's like 7 to 8 year olds, and that's my mentality. So it's not a difficult job to fill. But you can't teach those, because I might try and teach them nouns, verbs, and adjectives actually. Nobody else bothers, so I might as well try. Oh, you can fuck off. I've just heard another engine coming behind me. I'm like, you're not getting in here. Type 9, through the slot, 130 plus. 130 plus, let's do it. Whoa. Oh, that was a bad mistake, wasn't it? Because I've actually gone upwards. I was too busy talking to Rob. I'll get to Soddery. Right. Right, I'm still going to go through with 86%. Why nobody ever tell me that I'm going in without permission? you have to go 4.5? Is it 4.5? You're gonna laugh now. Haha, we knew you'd fail. Sound like my parents. Ah, there we go. Okay, have we got it? Yeah, okay. Let's go back in.
Maintain current vector, Commander.
That crate can get lost because I'll slam him into the ceiling if I have to. Actually, I'll just go through the red side. It's alright. Right, too high. Too high. Too high. Too low. Too low. We are going to landing pad 10, so... Who's laughing now?
1,000 meters from touchdown. Access granted.
I didn't blame it on you particularly, I just said...
10. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
Listen, I corrected myself, I reversed out, we got out of it, and I'm shieldless. Let's not forget I am shieldless. That's why I should be flying 747s, I'd get them down. Yeah, they might have a couple of nicks on them, but I'd get them down on the ground, no problem.
Touchdown confirmed. Commence system shutdown.
Right, let's pay off this fine. It's only a 500 fine anyway, so... not the end of the world, and we're going to get to pay all this stuff off, so... it's all good in the neighbourhood. Right, look, some of these missions aren't even showing as acceptable now, which is... this is when it kind of happens, people. Everything starts going to 0 after a while, so... oh no, it says a damaged ship, that's why. Okay, that's a good thing. Exquisite focus crystals. Conductive polymers. Biotech conductors. Biotech conductors. I think I've collected more biotech conductors in this stream than I have in forever. And exquisite. I'm not doing bad on exquisite focus crystals either, actually. I'll take cash on that one. There's no point in taking anything else. Right, let's have a quick look. I didn't realise I hadn't repaired. Right, so let's see where we are on some things. I still need some thermic alloys, but they're grade 4 and they do show up. Military grade stuff I don't need. I just need to find the right system for them because they generally drop in. Imperial shielding I can find in 5 minutes. That's why it's on 1 at the moment, because I find them really easy and I didn't generally trade them down. Core dynamic composites is an easy one to come across. Well, 23 biotech conductors. It's not amazing. Oh, am I on the missions board here instead of the passenger lounge? Let's see what we've got now. Come on, give us something other than bloody crap. So that's grade 4, so don't... exquisite focus crystal... no, these are all out of... whoops. They're all out of zone. I think it's going to start drying up here, people. I might have to go over to Seoth and Sothis to get something. Oh, biotech conductors. Right, so I've got biotech conductors, that's a good start. Exquisite focus crystals, okay. We always have to take the minimum one, not the highest one. Conductive polymers, I think they're grade 4, so they're not a standard thing to go after. Biotech conductors 3. The thing is, biotech conductors, I have to take them. Have to take them if they're available, because it's one of the hardest. One of the things I find really hard to come across. And at least I've got a few of them now on this run, so it's not the end of the day here. Modified embedded firmware, always take them as well. taking conductive polymers just yet. Thermic alloys are grade 4. Exquisite. No, we can't go there. I keep almost selecting that one. The one that's 1,400, there's somewhere that drops off, and do you know what? It wouldn't be something I'd necessarily say no to. Right, let's take a serious one. If why so serious? Why so serious? Do you get it? It's a good joke, that. Right, okay, off we go. I keep thinking people are chatting, and they're not. Nobody likes my streams. Not really. People just get upset with me. Nobody really likes my streams. Right, let's go. Shieldless. On the way back, no problem. Well, we have to because it's got an illegal passenger. But to be honest with you, I like the idea of being kind of having notoriety, so people just, if you're really repped up, they don't care, they just don't bother scanning you because you're their best mate, or you've paid them off in the past or whatever. I like that idea. That was close. We should have, I think I should take off the, I should take off all the extra stuff and just have a shieldless Type 9. I really should. I should at least try and dock. But I'm trying to do it in a timely fashion. You've got to understand that I'm trying to... I am trying to stack up on biotech conductors because I can't get them anywhere else. So it is a case of staying out here for a few days and just filling up and making sure that I don't trade them off by accident. I think I traded them off before, which is a really stupid thing to do, but that's alright, Zene. I don't blame you. I wouldn't look at this face either. Listening in the background just makes it so much more easier, more palatable, I think, is the alright, yeah, okay, I've got a tip off, but I don't think those tip offs mean a lot.
Critical message.
Hang on, what have I got? Ah, locate goods. I'll sod that. I thought that was. I was like, why have I got a mission critical message? Oh shit! I refused it. See, you don't do that. You just ignore it. Oh, you idiot! If you refuse the goods. No, I'm bloody not trying to whittle down that 3 billion. Do you know what I'm actually gonna? Do you know what I'm actually gonna do, Elscott? I'm gonna do. I'm gonna actually learn how to do deep core mining, and I'm gonna go and do a little bit of deep core mining. It seems quite. What's the word? I don't mean profitable. I want to say profitable, but that's not what I mean. It seems like when you can do it correctly, it actually is pretty fun. Some people say they don't like it, but I think with all the bells and whistles, I would probably like it. Just got to get out of that mindset of making, you know, £1 billion an hour or whatever it was. Was it 400 million an hour or something? 400 million for 2 hours. As long as you get out of that mindset, it can become enjoyable again. like drinking a poorer quality whiskey. So one of the makers, one of the original founders of Rockstar Games, has left today, which is interesting. And the reason it's interesting is because that I've been saying for years that I think that Rockstar have been taken advantage of by Take-Two. And I think that in recent times Rockstar haven't been able to create the full game that they want. They had a deal with Take-Two that said that they handled everything to do with storyline and scripting and stuff like that. Like Take-Two could not get involved with that. So I think that Take-Two kind of got around that by just concentrating everything into the online element of the game and kind of forgoing the story once it'd been told. And I've been saying this for a while because I really feel that Rockstar are not the type of people. They want to develop quality games. They're not interested in necessarily making. I mean, they're interested in making money, but they're not a Puritan in that sense. And the fact that one of them's left is quite interesting. What his... I don't know if he was sitting out a period or something. I hope he was sitting out a period, because I hate to think that he's not going to be able to be involved in any other computer game for the next 5 years or something, which quite often happens with these kind of things. I had it in one contract once. I wasn't allowed to open a certain type of business within X amount of distance of the company I worked for at the time. So I know it goes on where they're told, well, you basically can't do anything. You're expected to not do anything. But I don't know, it's good. I think it's a good start. I think since the PlayStation 4, 3, well, no, the PlayStation 3 wasn't so bad. Since PlayStation 4, Take-Two have kind of taken over, pardon the pun, of Rockstar Games, and it's sad when you know that probably a game's gonna get sent to dust eventually, and something else, another Phoenix will rise from the flames and whatnot. It's a bit sad because you don't want to see it, but you know what? I can't see people going down the current system for too long. Red Dead Redemption's cool. It's a nice game. Everybody's enjoying it, but I still just don't think. I don't think you can just keep charging money in the way that they're doing and keeping everything online without any story. Oh, you didn't? You can still get Pay Night pretty quickly. I mean, it's not terrible, Elsgar. It's the selling it that's difficult. The actual getting it is not so difficult, so I wouldn't worry about it. You can get it as fast as you did. You'll have it in like 30 minutes. So it's selling it where people are having the problem. But I've said the community will always find a way around that. Always.
4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
Right, okay. So, galaxy map. Right, Ravigo. Oh, we can actually go to Houses Reach here. Can't we? Right. And in Sothis, what's in Sothis? I've never had a good look at Sothis. Is it a platform or... Oh no, they've got some big stations. New Home and Don's Inheritance. Why do I know these names? This isn't Sothis, is it? Ah, it is. Right, I should really maybe run some missions in Sothis to see us. I have a feeling there's more in those areas than I thought. I've definitely been there before. Don's Inheritance, 100%. I must have ranked up somewhere. I must have ranked up somewhere.
4, 3, 2,
might do a stream tomorrow or... no, it can't be Thursday. Well, Thursday maybe, actually. Might get off work earlier than I thought earlier on Thursday, because 2 or 3 people are away on holiday, so... maybe. What was I thinking? I'm going to continue the Janet Diesel story from Division 2. If you haven't come along for that, do join in. It's been fun, and now I'm starting to really get to grips with the character, and I might get a little bit balls, you know. Oh yeah, I said it. Ballsy. But I don't know, because it is a permadeath thing. I can't believe how far I've gone with this character now. The brother, and it was that one stupid mistake. But I knew it as soon as I made it that I was going to die. I knew it before. Right, Rodrigo. Doesn't mean you can't start again as a different character as long as it's different, but I would have liked to have a resurrection of Jason Diesel. Sobering.
4, 3, 2.
It was sobering, but it was good. Did Live Radio have a stream tonight? I think Julie probably knows that. Alright, yeah, okay. So it was bio-waste, yeah, because Julia was on about that earlier. But I'm going to be honest with you, after that mission, the other night when I was running, I think I was running bio-waste or whatever, when I kept on getting interdicted and blown up, it was like, nah, I don't know if... because the way the game's programmed at the moment, it seems like one guy gets a whiff of you or wants to come after you, and then you just spend the next 16 hours just fighting him off in constant interdictions. It's really annoying. But I've been in Seoth and Sothis doing something from Don's Inheritance and Newgate. I think it's Newgate Station. Definitely been there, because those names, when I saw them, Don's Inheritance, I was like, nah, I've been here doing some serious haulage or whatever. I just can't remember exactly what it was. Oh, I better put my steak away. I bought steak today and I didn't eat it. I ended up having chicken wings. Bought myself a fryer for my birthday. But I don't trust it at the moment. It doesn't seem to be frying in the way it's supposed to. Fucking thing. It was supposed to help me. I don't know if it's actually going to help me. I don't know, but it might mean that I can make chaperones. Or whitebait. Fried whitebait, which I've never really done before. Or just fish and chips in general. Or Popeye's chicken. Oh yeah. I actually really want to make Popeye's chicken again. No, just a general fryer. Although I am considering an air fryer now as well. I don't know. I'm not about the healthy stuff. I like the unhealthy stuff. But I don't want to get, like, I don't get big because I limit a lot of the food. I'm a food lover and I am obsessed with food. But I do limit my intake seriously, like limited. I limit it about as much as I can get away with limiting it, to be honest. Cocaine and speed gets me through the rest of the day. No, it doesn't really. But I do limit my intake a lot. So I like to eat what I can eat, but it's in a very limited basis. Right, okay, we're coming in, but it's on the wrong side. Coming in, coming in, coming in. Not too much thrust. Let's request docking. Nobody told me about requesting docking. You are not good co-pilots, people. Especially Alex Gar, because he does it on purpose because he wants to see me crash and burn. You've got to tell me when I don't request dock.
Take note of speed restrictions, Commander. Slow down.
Oh, not on your Nelly, sweetheart. We're coming in thick and fast. Gotta get that line up. Okay, we'll be alright now. You can generally tell when you're going to be alright going in through the slot. I didn't even touch the sides. That is what she said. Didn't even touch the sides. I say that like I'm proud.
Access granted. Cleared for landing on docking bay 2-4. You are clear for automated approach, Commander.
I've considered let's go, but it just doesn't work like pixel. Oh, look at how fast I went through the vent there. I'm either an amazing pilot, or I'm watching this video in fast forward. It's possible I'm watching it in fast forward. It is possible. Are you not amused? No, what is it? Are you not entertained? Sorry. Are you not entertained? Never get a thumbs up for one of them. Never. Selfish. Right, exquisite. I've packed up a few things here. Yep. Oh no, I didn't mean to take reputation. Yes, I did. Actually, with that one I did, and that one also. I nearly spoke in Catalan there. That one, biotech conductors. Biotech conductors, oh yeah. Fill up those biotech conductors. Modified embedded firmware, and that one, nothing. Well, let's try and do another one. Right, so that is grade 5, yeah. Okay, so I'll take that wherever I can fit it in. Is what she said. That's all you're gonna get from me all night. Okay, oh, we got some good ones. Oh, he says modified embedded firmware. If it's a small cabin, which it is, yep, we'll take that. Biotech conductors 3. Can we get it in a slight cabin? No. Well, we can get it in a slight cabin. Okay. Biotech conductors, modular terminal, exquisite focus crystals. Depends. We can get that in a medium cabin. Yep, we can't get it in that 3 cabin, which is a shame. Okay, Rubico Cartel. Oh, they've got a ton of stuff going by the looks of it, so let's go through it. Biotech conductors 2, exquisite focus crystals 5. I need to take them. The biotech conductors actually that might fit in. That might fit in the small one. Oh, it doesn't. And for 2, it's not the best trade. See what I've got? Oh no, that's a long distance one. That one. See, got biotech conductors 2. Right, so we're 1 out. We just need to fill up this last one. Now, we can always go back to that one and just fill up on whatever. So divergent scan is a grade 4, so I might go for that because I don't think I've picked up many divergent scan datas today. So we'll go with that. So we know my eyesight's getting less and less now, so and I'm gonna have to call it a day at some point. I think we'll do this. We'll do this drop off. We'll be all right. Plenty of time. So I'm gonna apply a little throttle just so I can get out. don't want to do the auto launch because it's a bit of a pain in the backside, to be honest. We're shieldless, but we'll be alright. Right, so we're gonna have to set a wanted in multiple systems. That's alright. Nobody cares. See, nobody cares. We got Dodson. Got Dodson here. What movie is that from? Nobody cares. See? Oh, I'm gonna crash into the sun. But I don't know if I told anybody, Euro Truck Simulator is finally adding Spain and the Iberics to its arsenal. So at some point in time I'm going to start streaming a little bit of Euro Truck Simulator as well. So unfortunately you're going to have to put up with that, because I've kind of held off streaming it because the Iberian Peninsula hasn't been added, and I've kind of been distraught about that. You can get it as a Pro Mods add-on, but it's not the same. But their version of Andorra is fantastic. I suppose they'll be missing Andorra out, I think, but their version of Andorra is pretty good. It's not far off reality, actually. Okay, we're in system, so we'll concentrate on serious atmospherics. Let's go. You must have been sat on the edge of your seat for the news from Punxsutawney Phil on Sunday. Were you not? Punxsutawney Phil. Oh, this guy doesn't believe it. He's got his own. He's got his own groundhog. Well, I'm guessing Julie tuned out a while ago because I was asking a question. It's just like, I'm not answering you, you daft bastard. Shut up. Go to bed. Oh, I missed a promotion there, but I'm guessing that was my... We're getting up on the bioconductors, people. That is nice to see. I just saw there 35. It's pretty darn good for me. Empire, we're still ranking up in Marquis, so... it's slow but sure. Yeah, well, I was a little bit, but to be honest with you, the American version's really good. They've added a lot of they've had a lot of content, and to be honest with you, since they added Utah, I've been quite happy because I quite like. I've been to Utah before, so it's nice to be kind of flying around the place there. They added Washington and Oregon and whatnot, but the Euro Truck Simulator, they've got all the countries bar the Iberian Peninsula, and that's kind of really miffed me off. Miffed. I've not been too happy because I think Spain's a massive part of Europe. It's the most boring part of Europe, probably. And politics-wise, it's not the most intelligent. But England's giving them a run for the money at the moment, so you know, you can't really hold that against them. But no politics, people. So I enjoy it, but in order to get really into it, I have to know that what I'm wanting to do in it, it has that kind of lasting the lasting part of it, otherwise I'll get bored very quickly. So now that they're introducing the Iberian Peninsula, people who mod the game will have more things to work with, and for sure they'll be able to make the game much better, much deeper. They'll be able to use some of those assets. Oh, wrong way, going this way. They'll be able to use some of those assets to make the game just a little bit better looking. Certainly isn't system resource intensive, so that's the good part. Well, a good part, not the good part. A good part. Come on. These cats are gonna have to fucking move. There goes. Oh, you're sweet. You're hugging your nose. You're hugging your own nose. At least that nasty, weird thing's gone now. Come on. I didn't have that hard a time pulling away from this, did I, before? It's like it's not charging at all. Where's the I'm nowhere near the planet. I don't know what the deal is here. Yeah, I'm nowhere near the planet there. I don't know why it was taking so long to escape the pull. Doesn't make sense. It's not done that before. But I'm probably going to stay out in Sothis and Ribigo for a couple of days. Well, I'm not actually. If I meet up with Elizgar on Friday, we're not going to do passenger missions, mate. We're going to have to do something a little bit more intelligente. That's intelligent in Spanish. It's not actually. Is it? Intelligente? Yeah, it would be in Spanish, intelligente. In Catalan, intelligent. It's very similar to English, just different pronunciation. Why have I got Just Eat open? I don't need Just Eat. I need just have a day off. Right, okay. Right.
Frameshift drive charging.
That's a big sun. But I think we got out of its pull, its wake. How would you say it with the sun? Humans have never actually done space travel, so how the hell would we know? But you get what I mean. So yeah, I didn't really touch on it, but this guy is leaving Rockstar, and it's a big deal. He could go and set up. He can. I'm sure Take-Two will have some really tight contract. And I'm sure tomorrow morning I'm going to wake up to loads of people saying games will be reborn. I'm sure he's leaving because of the way that Take-Two are treating them. I'm absolutely sure of it. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, in the last nearly 10 years, we've had Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption. That is not the way that Rockstar want to produce games. I'm absolutely sure of it. Those are creative people who want to be creating. Actually, the lead designer of The Last of Us 2 was just talking about the other day. He said, well, we could have released The Last of Us on this generation of console, but we realised that we would want to be able to offer people a better version on the next console, so we held the development back to perfect everything. And I think that's, you know, that's what creators do. They don't want to go with a crappiest form of something, but the money grabbers, they do. And that's the thing, because the money grabbers don't care. Most of them don't even play computer games. They just like the fact that other people do. That's why I am always hopeful that FDev are working on something different, because I don't think FDev are like those companies. I think FDev in general are people who want to make games, even if it's limited. They want to do it, so hopefully the next version is better. I played Jurassic Park again last week, and I was just like, nah, this, no. I actually think Zoo Tycoon was better. I really do. I think Zoo Tycoon in its own was better. Now they've got Zoo World though, haven't they? Is it Zoo World or something? I'm not buying it. I'm not spending another penny. I'm not spending another penny on those games. I like them, but they're just not deep enough. You look at something like The Sims. The Sims come a long way in its life. I still don't play it because I think it's like downright absurd the amount of money you're expected to pay for add-ons. By the way, all these companies that say you can't make money from add-ons without a live service, look at The Sims. You can. And The Sims charges ridiculous amounts of money sometimes for the add-ons. And if you love The Sims, it's a good game. If you love it. If you don't love it, it's a horrible game. And even with mods don't seem to be able to make it that much better, but I never doubted that they would. But I used to love all that simulation stuff. I just loved The Sims at the very beginning, but it was very basic. But I really thought these new versions of Zoo Tycoon, the Jurassic Park game, I really thought they would be deeper and bigger. That I think the biggest disappointment with the Zoo, with the Jurassic Park game, was how small the parks were and how you couldn't truly build a Jurassic Park. I honestly thought that you'd have like a whole park or a whole island to build from. I didn't realise it'd be like this small map within the island. I thought you'd be literally using every part of the island to take advantage of what it was. So in my head I predicted that mountainous regions, you know, you'd have pterodactyls and stuff like that, and it just never phased out as that. Was like, no, you have to use a flat map. Just smaller than, I think it was smaller than Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. I think it was smaller. Hang on, houses reach, request docking. Okay. Right, shieldless people. Shieldless and fearless. 130, it'll probably drop down to, I think it drops to about 130 as I get into the gravitational gravitational pull. Gravitational. Didn't say gravitational, I guess. Pad 25, no idea where pad 25 is. Apparently it might be just slightly above me. Slightly. We're using VFR. VFR! No, 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 no! We're totally under it here. Boom! Ah, we're only down to 85. We'll be alright. Why on earth was I so low? No, 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 no! I think I've just messed up my whole thing because I think they've asked to get off. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, that's not good. Alright, Ellis guy, you got your thing. Yeah. Your passenger will eject. Okay, let's die. Because the passengers are ejecting anyway. I should never have done this last mission. Right, let's go out in style because they're not getting off free. They're not getting off scot-free. They can suck one. It's not happening. Right. Have that. Ah, they escape podded it. What a pack of bastards. All those biotech conductors. There's about 17 bioconductors in there. I hate you all. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Purchase. All those biotech conductors. Look, they all come out the woodwork now, laughing at me. That's the thing. Falido in Spanish. Falido. Fuck off. Right, okay. Hang on. I don't know how that was going fine, and then the ship just started dropping. So I don't know what that was all about. I've honestly no idea as to why the ship just sunk like a stone, but yeah, I wasn't holding my mouth right apparently. Is it now going to do the thing it does though sometimes? Yeah, look at that. This is bollocks, right? Their thing with me has dropped right down, but I had great look, it's so stupid mouth. And they're not dropping anything now, so we were entertained, I'm sure you were. Twats. Right, okay, so let's... How many arcs did I get in tonight's stream? Let's see. How many arcs I've accrued. I've accrued 111 arcs. That's actually not bad. I'm up to 942 now. I'm going to try and ignore arcs for about 3 or 4 months and just see how much I accrue. In general, I'm not trying to hit the total pot or anything. I just thought, oh, if I ignore it, let's see if I can get enough to buy something half decent. I don't know how much stuff is, but we'll see as we go. Okay, people, that was an extra 25 minutes wasted. I could have blown it up on the way out. That would have been better, to be honest. But I blew it up on the way back, so that's my mistake. Next time I want to go for the second one, I'm just not going to bother. When I go last trip, I'll just fly it into the ceiling, give it up. Okay, so I just want to say thank you for everybody joining. As usual, it's been a pleasure, and I'll stream. I'm going to try and stream a couple of times more this week. Please don't hold me to it, because I've said to you before, sometimes life just gets in the way. Nothing I can do. Okay, so until then, I will say, I'll bid you good night. I'll say 9-7, and yeah, hopefully I'll be sober by this time tomorrow. Who knows? Okay, good night. Bye bye. See you later.